this video I'm going to take you through the steps that I took in order to remove the windscreen from my car, which has got a solid style windscreen rubber. This is typical of cars from the 70s and 80s. In my case it's an Austin Metro. So the first thing that I did was create a strong dilution of washing up liquid with water. I've then used pry bars and I'm prying around the edges, being careful obviously of the headlining because I don't want to damage that, and I'm spraying the solution right into the rubber, between the rubber and the car body. Now I'm almost certain that there'll be professionals cringing watching this, but this is my first attempt at removing a windscreen from a car. As you can see, I'm continually spraying the soapy solution in between the rubber and keep running the pry bar around. And basically I did one side at a time, so I've started on the passenger side and then I move across and do the driver's side afterwards. Now I probably didn't need to put as much soapy solution in as I did, and I probably could have done this a little bit quicker, but I wasn't in a rush, and with it being my first attempt I didn't want to crack the windscreen as I removed it, so I just put loads and loads of solution behind. So I've now done the driver's side. I spent about as much time as I did on the passenger side, and I'm now putting masking tape on the windscreen. So I'm running it from the roof down onto the screen, leaving a loop in, ready for when I push out the windscreen. Now once the masking tape was in place, it was time to get inside, basically put the seat back as far as I possibly could, put the feet on the windscreen, pry bar into the rubber, and just slowly started to ease out the screen. Now I'm almost certain this could have been done much quicker, but I was doing it on my own, so I just teased the screen out as slowly as I could, really paying attention to any creaks or sounds or anything it was making. I think you can just see on the far left corner that the windscreen is just starting to release from the body of the car, and I'm just slowly pushing the rubber behind the body line. There you can see it a little bit better now, and it's really starting to release. I'm applying a little bit more pressure with my right foot, just trying to get the right hand side of the screen out, but what I decided to do is switch over to the driver's side and see if I can push it out a little bit easier from that side. I apologise that this is taking a while to do this, but I felt that having it on in real time, the pushing out of the screen, may be helpful for somebody else doing it, to show that this is how long it took me. I'm now moving over to the driver's side and I'm just starting to push it up. If anybody's got any questions about the process, feel free to pop a comment below, and I will answer all the questions that I do get. Now for me this was the most nerve-wracking part, because I'd obviously released it from the passenger side, pushing the driver's side. I just felt that there was going to be more tension. You can just see here that the screen is starting to come out now from the front. You can see a tiny bit of daylight each time that I push. Now unfortunately my knee gets in the way a little bit in the picture. See it just starting to come out now. It's popping in and out annoyingly, but a little bit more pressure and it does come out. So I've now pushed the rubber free. So I've gone the outside, take off the masking tape and basically remove the glass, including the rubber from the front of the car. And that's basically it. Did it quite slowly because at the bottom it was still stuck, because I didn't want to apply any liquid down at the bottom of the rubber, because I didn't want it all behind my dashboard. It was actually quite a straightforward job. I was dreading it. I was deliberating over whether to bother or not, whether to try and pry the rubber up to paint the car. But in the end I needed to get rid of a bit of rust on it, and I'll show you for why in a second. Into the screen. But the passenger side is the worst. And there's a little bit of a repair needed there. I'm not too sure whether I'm going to have to weld anything in.